back at it. I'm your host, Richard Burns. This is the Solomon Project. If this is your first time here, you're going to discover that it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. Just think about that. Think about all the Hollywood personalities. Think about professional athletes, your favorite music stars. At the height of their career, yeah, they had a lot of money. But after their career was done, after they retired, some wound up homeless. There are people who won the lottery that wound up homeless. So it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And if you guys didn't see Killer Earl, I strongly recommend you go check that video out. Oh, yeah. See that? I did that myself. I was in Maryland, near Baltimore, at a truck stop. I thought I had enough time to go get a haircut. It took a while, but I'm waiting for a phone call from the place that I'm going to deliver to. I'm looking around and I see a board with the prices for the type of cut that I want. I want my beard trim, I want my hair cut. And when I saw the prices on that thing, I was going to wind up paying about $70 for a haircut and a beard trim. What do you think? I wound up going and purchasing a set of clippers and did it myself. So we're looking at some clippers that cost me $80. Now, I don't know how often people get their haircuts. I've heard people go twice a month. I've heard people going in once a week. But I would imagine that the people that go in more frequently, once or twice a week, I would imagine you're not getting full haircuts, so you're not paying full price. You're probably paying, I don't know, maybe $7 or $8 for an edge up or something like that. What is that? If it's $7 or $8, let's round it off to $10 for an edge up. Twice a week, that's $20 a month. Or if you go get a cut once a month, yeah, it's roughly around anywhere between 20 and 25, including the tip. Let's say it's $25, including the tip, once a month. That's $250 in 10 months. That's $300 a year for a haircut once a month. $300. So I went and I purchased these clippers. $80. How long would those clippers last? A few years, maybe? Let's do the math. let's say it lasts me 5 years. 300 times 5. That's $1,500. $1,500. Now, $1,500 sounds like some serious money to many people. $1,500. 5 years. With something as simple as purchasing a pair of clippers and cutting my own hair, I just saved $1,420. $1,420. I just saved. Provided that I keep the clippers and don't damage them. $1,420 in 5 years. That's one item. How many different items can you cut so that you can free up some more money? This is the type of question that started coming up after spending maybe a year or two investing. Actually, yeah, because when I first started back in 96, I had my shares held in what's called street name. Now, with street name, you give the brokerage the authority to be able to make transactions on your behalf without having to go through paperwork and all this other good stuff. So it's held in street name, not your name. But I'm looking at the dividends that I'm getting paid, and I'm getting monthly statements from the brokerage, like a bank. But the difference was that the statements that I was seeing from the money that I kept in the brokerage was a lot more. As a result, it motivated me to go looking for more places where I can find money. It even motivated me to go looking for extra work. Looking at these results, we're talking about 96. So 2000, 1999, 2000, there was the bubble that bursted in the tech community. So the stock market tumbled. Yes, my portfolio did shrink, but I didn't have an unrealized loss. And y'all know what I'm talking about when I talk about realized and unrealized. I didn't have an unrealized loss. So because it was money I had no plans of taking out, I didn't sell any shares, so I didn't have a realized loss. I just kept it in there. And everything rebounded. And when it did rebound, it went beyond the value of the portfolio, went beyond what it was before that bubble bursting. So now I had an unrealized profit. Beautiful thing. Again, I didn't sell any of the shares. So it reflected positively in the statements, but it was unrealized because I didn't sell any shares. I didn't take the profits. I left it in there. I let it keep growing. Kept looking at those monthly statements. And yeah, it's motivating. When you see your account growing like that, yeah. Yep. Things, at least for the 2%ers, you start to question whether or not you really need to buy certain things. Before, you wouldn't think anything of it. You walk in the store, I like that, you're buying it. But once you start setting that money aside and you see how those dividends keep growing, you have a change of mind. You start questioning things that you used to buy without a thought. You start questioning whether you should buy it now. And then you start to realize that, wow, by not buying this stuff that I used to buy before, I got a lot more money stacked up. What you used to define as fun is taking on a whole different meaning now. When you used to go to the bar with your friends, a club with your friends, and you see that drink that you ordered costing $25, you start to question, wow, what I just paid $25 for? I can buy a whole bottle of this stuff. It'll last me for like 6 months for $25. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy the bottle. And instead of going to the bar and buying that drink, I'm going to make that drink. And I'm going to take the money I would have spent on that drink, and guess where I send it? Yeah. I send it over to the investment account. And it starts growing even faster and faster and faster. But you guys are going to see it. Tomorrow is Whip It Out Wednesday, and you're going to see it. So I noticed that for AJ's account, I'm always showing you the income tab to show you how the income is increasing every week, because I keep purchasing dividend paying stocks every week. And what I've noticed is that it's growing at a rate of like $1 a week. Now, we started off this year, 2024, with an income of $77. So by the end of 2024, had I not done anything to that portfolio, had I not purchased any more shares, nothing, had I not taken the dividends and purchased more shares with the dividends, the deposits, not purchasing any more shares with the deposit, just leaving it alone the way it was, by the end of the year, that portfolio would have generated an income of $77. But as you know, AJ keeps depositing $35 a week and purchasing more dividend paying shares. So if you do the math and it's increasing at $1 per week, that's $52 for the year, right? Because there are 52 weeks in the year. At $1 a week, that's $52. So 77 plus 52. How much is that? 77 plus 52. Let's do the math. If you don't want to do the math, I'll do the math. 77 plus 52. 77 plus 52. Yeah, I know you can do it in your head, but I'm not even going to try to do it in my head. I mean, look at my head. Psh, what the hell am I going to do with this head? Hey! It's $129. It's $129. At the rate that it's growing, by the end of this year, 2024, because of the deposits and because of the dividends that we're paying to or using to purchase more shares, at the rate that it's increasing, we should have an income of $129 for the end of the year of 2024. That's the $77 that we started the year with, plus the $52 if it increases at $1 a week, which is what it's growing at now. $129. I hope I can remember for tomorrow, for Whip It Out Wednesday, that I put $129 in a corner somewhere just to remind us. It's June, and it's at $114 already. What? Compound interest, y'all. Compound interest. You can do nothing. You could do absolutely nothing. You could do what 98% of the population does, nothing. Or you can make that sacrifice. For some people, it's kind of big, the sacrifice. For others, $35 a week, they laugh at that. All right, well then stop laughing and put more if you want to. You don't have to laugh. Or you can continue laughing but put more. That's okay. It's cool. You can do that. I'm just showing you what somebody who brings home $350 a week can do. Like AJ, $350 a week. What can he do with that? What can he do with 10% of $350 that he brings home? So what do you think? What do you think of the haircut? $1,420 I'm saving for 5 years. If I were the kind of person that would go and get a haircut every month, which I don't do. I'm not big on appearances. I don't know if you're able to tell, but yeah, I'm not big on appearances. So let's see. Let's see tomorrow how it goes. We got AJ, we got CJ. Let's see what happened. Oh, I wanted to show you this. Look how many political positions there are in this country. Wow. A lot more than what I said, right? All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna let Kitty take over. Stay fresh. Keep it profitable.
Arabam Dacia, seviyorum çift kalem maça. Göremedi kimseden fayda, işler